Hi, this is Mike from Mike's Unboxing Reviews and How To, and today we're going to answer some of your questions. Well, actually, just one of your questions regarding the Orico 6629US3-C. Keep watching to find out more. Okay, so we had a direct question on the YouTube comment section, and the question comes from, I think it's I'm not entirely sure how you pronounce this, but Cyanam or Sinam. It's spelled XXINAM. So I'm taking the fact that Xiaomi starts with an X and it sounds like an S. So if it's wrong, I do apologise, but that's the best I can do. So basically, the question is regarding this Orico disk caddy is, well, I'll read it out. Hi, have you ever needed to open enclosure of docking station? My target SATA connector dropped and needs to put something underneath it to fix again. Is it possible to open the case without breaking it? Thanks. Well, I don't know the answer, so I thought the best thing to do is to make a video and find out exactly if you can get inside it without having to break it. So let's get the screwdrivers out. Let's get the Orico docking station out and have a look. Now, if you've not seen my previous videos on this Orico docking station, it's actually a really handy tool if you do any kind of sort of PC work or data transfer, that kind of stuff. It's a really handy tool, so you can use it as a USB3, basically hard drive caddy, or you can use it to clone disks by putting one disk in your source and one disk in your target, and you can use it as a standalone copying machine to copy disks. So you can leave that to one side, let it carry on copying someone's data over to a new drive if there's a fault with it or whatever, while you carry on doing whatever you need to do. You don't have to babysit it, just literally press a button and walk away. So obviously inside there are the connections for the SATA drives, which you may or may not be able to pick out, but basically they're sunken or recessed in there. So I'm not sure how they're attached, but if one of them's sunken, then there doesn't seem to be any obvious places on here where screws are going to be. So my best guess is that the screws are going to be hidden underneath these foam feet. So let's take the feet off and see what it looks like underneath. Okay, so let's remove one of these feet and see what is inside there. Now, it's not very easy for me to see, but I would imagine, being this is one of those mass-produced pieces of technology, it's more than likely going to have a cross-headed screw, or like a Phillips type screw rather than a security type screw, because they cost more. So let's have a look, see if this will come out. Yeah, that's definitely biting. In fact, actually, you could probably do it with a larger screwdriver. So this is a Phillips, actually I'm not too sure what size that is, but maybe you can get an idea of what size it is if I hold it there. And that just about fits in there, yeah. And that is what we've got. So yeah, it's a crosshead or Phillips type head. So the theory is there's going to be a couple more underneath these pads. So let's remove the pads and put them to one side. Now those are only held on with some sort of sticky tape. Chances are you could just push them back on after and they'll be fine. Or you can always use a little bit of glue or double-sided tape, whatever takes your fancy. There's two. Three. Well, that one didn't want to come out. Okay, so there's our 4 screws out. So in theory now, I would imagine a little bit of weight on the top or a little bit of a push, and that should just come out of there. No, maybe not. So let's give it a little bit of encouragement. There we go. Yeah, that'll just lift out. So just a plain plastic base under there. You see Orico, there's what it's called. And there's the connector board. So looks like we've got the same deal again. So let's take these screws out. Now I guess if these connectors have dropped, then it's probably that it's been forced and these screws have come out of their kind of mounting areas. So I would suggest, if that is the case, taking this daughter board out, although it seemed odd that only one of them's moved. And let's see if we can pull that out of there. It doesn't really want to come out, but it must have to go in, I would presume. Maybe that's connected elsewhere. Right, so that side is out. Doesn't seem to be anything else holding that in place. I don't want to use too much force just in case. There we go. Yeah, so looking at the motherboard itself, I would suggest that if one of these connectors is dropped, it may be the connector is actually snapped off entirely. I can't see how one connector would drop without the other one, because obviously it's on a flat substrate. So actually thinking about it, because of how this is connected, so it is actually possible that this section here, which is mounted in there, would actually hold that part in place, because that is actually quite difficult to get in there, and I might actually struggle to get it back in. But if you imagine it was like that, so that's the target side there, so target. So if for some reason there was too much pressure put on it, then this side would probably pop out a little bit more than this side because of it being held in by those bits there. So anyway, hopefully that answers the question of can this come apart without destroying it entirely or breaking it. So, well, I haven't broken it, it will go back together and it will be functional. So hopefully that's answered your question, and if you're in the same boat as, I can't even pronounce his name, but if you're in the same boat, you've got a similar problem, then take off the rubber feet off the bottom, take some screws out, and you can have a look for yourself and see what's actually going on in there. And you never know, a little bit of glue or some putty, and you'll be back up and running in no time. So, I've been Mike, this is Mike's Unboxing Reviews and How To. This has been a kind of partial teardown of the Orico 6629. Hope it's been useful to you. If it has, give me a like. If it hasn't, don't click on the down, don't click on the dislike, that sucks. Just let me know in the comments what your problem is or what else you'd like to see, and I will try and make it happen in the future. Again, if you've got any questions related to anything else I've reviewed on this channel, again, let me know in the comments and I'll do my best to answer your questions. So that's pretty much it. Hopefully we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.